Bonk Spotcast.
Welcome back to Bonk Spotcast, a podcast about the Bionicle community and its very creative members. Today I'm talking to Arccharger, also known as Arcslayer448 or Shoebill Enthusiast, and goes by Arc.
Hello.
He helps moderate the Bionicle LEGO subreddit, as well as the Duckbricks and Spherus Reddit Discord servers. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. Where are you from?
I'm from the South. I'm on the East Coast.
Okay, cool. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I like Bionicle. I like Bethesda games, unfortunately. I'm a pretty open book when it comes to most things. I'm a little bit of everything.
Okay. Short and sweet. Have you been rocking the Oblivion remake?
I'm like, the modtism has hit that really hard. I'm already like 6 mods deep.
That's good. I never played Oblivion, but I have a lot of friends who are really into it, so it's like Christmas.
Yeah, it's a lot of like Elder Scrolls fans' second Elder Scrolls game.
For Oblivion, I think that was like the first concept of an open world I ever heard of. I remember like I was on a camping trip with some friends in like elementary school, and one of the people in the car was like, I started playing Oblivion, it's like this really sweet game, you can go anywhere and do anything, you can kill anybody. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah, as a 6-year-old, it would have blew your mind.
Yeah, exactly. So what's the origin of your username?
It all started with Lego.com. Back in the day, you could make like a Lego account to play like Flash games, and it started as like Aqua448. So that's where the number came from. The Arccharger kind of just spawned, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
When I started being a user of Congregate when I was like 11, 12. And Congregate is a Flash game site, for those who don't know. And I don't know, it just, something sounded good with me, and it's stuck until almost my 30s now.
Okay. Are you a true Shoebill enthusiast?
Oh, I love shoebills. They're great. Favorite bird.
That's cool. They're creepy.
They're the friendliest bird you can see.
That's good. So when and how did you get into Bionicle?
Oh, God. It started for me when I was, like, super young. When I was, like, 6 or 7, I got my first Pohatu Nuva set from a Dollar General. And it kind of just rolled out from there. Then I didn't really get back into it after that until, like, 2007, when I got my first Mahari Tauren Dekar. Now I have 67 Mahari Tauren, which I think is my biggest claim to fame, outside of, the whole Bionicle server owner or whatever. But yeah, no, I mean, I lost my collection at one point, and then when I turned 18, I was like, you know what? Let me dip my toes back in. It spun from me being in a kick chat to where I am now.
That's cool. When you collect, do you find yourself having the compulsion to collect, like, tons of a specific set or character, or is it just the Mahari Tauren?
So, I'm not active right now in collecting. I have everything I want right now. But the Mahari Tauren spawned from me wanting to make, like, self-mocks of friends, basically. That's like an inside thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just kind of spun into me using every O1 mask.
That's cool.
Yeah, I have misprints. I have all that good shit.
Yeah, I was taking a look at your Instagram. I saw you have a bunch of Golly masks. Those are lovely.
I think I have every O1 mask.
Damn.
And besides, I want to say like 8 misprints I'm missing. And the market's just kind of like, well, the market's the market. I'm not looking to drop a mortgage.
Yeah, it got a little ridiculous. So I guess across your accounts, could you give me a brief elevator pitch of what you're about?
Well, right now I'm mostly about Fallout stuff. I host the largest gun mod for Fallout New Vegas, which is another millennia. I've spent a couple years of my life on that. I like Bionicle, obviously. I like possums, if you know who I am. And other than that, I'm apparently a menace to society.
Okay.
Just ask Spherus Reddit. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear.
All right. What is your favorite part of Fallout New Vegas?
The cheesy answer is the community.
That's cool. I meant like the game itself, but that's really sweet.
I know. The real answer is... God, what is the real answer? Of vanilla New Vegas, I think my favorite part of New Vegas is probably... It's probably just the opening. It's the only opening that a Bethesda game has where you're not a fucking prisoner, for one. And for two, it's just really open to whatever you want to do.
I don't know if I could pick a favorite part, honestly. It's like, the whole thing is just great, but like, the thing sticking out in my mind is the lottery scene for some reason. 'Cause I
Oh
was,
yeah, won the lottery, baby!
I,
44 Magnum to the face.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I always let him run away and then kill him.
he doesn't even at this point. He doesn't even make it up to me.
That's great.
He just gets gunned down. I've been doing the Fallout mod thing for a while. In that community, I think my popularity has eclipsed my Bionicle popularity.
Oh,
Obviously, that community has its problems as well, but I'm having fun over there.
that's good. Everyone should play Fallout New Vegas.
It's good, yeah.
So you moderate the subreddit, the Bionicle Lego subreddit. What led you to joining Reddit in the first place?
To be honest with you, I think the only thing that led me there was seeking a community that wasn't the mask posting community. Because mask posting at the time was kind of not good. And like, I'm not saying not good as like bad, but it just wasn't like quality content I was really enjoying or interested in. 10 years ago, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, 10 years ago. And then I was like, you know what? Let me go look it. And that led me to making my Discord account, my first Discord account. This is my second. And then after that, I just started talking to the Discord. And I wasn't as involved with the Reddit as I think I was. I've mostly always been on Discord.
Okay. And how did you get involved with moderating the Reddit and the Discords?
Ginkgo gave it to me. I mean, I asked for it because they needed it. I didn't have any experience with like moderating in the past, and I was curious of trying it out. And then it just kind of went from there. I can't say I regret doing it, but I also wish I didn't do it.
Okay. How would you describe mid-sized community moderating?
Oh god, when Spherus Reddit was like 600 or 700 members, it was so much easier to manage because it was only like 1 or 2 people. But now that it's like 3,000, we have to keep tabs on a lot of people and make sure that they're, being okay or they're not trying to blow themselves up, basically. It's calmed down a lot, but when it was in like that 2,000 range, that was like when we had the most problems.
What would you say is like the most rewarding part of being a mod?
There's a reward.
well, is there anything fun about it?
I mean, honestly, like the aspect of power is there. I can't deny that. But I think the best part of it is meeting some of the best friends I've had in this community, period.
That's cool. I'm like a moderator on like a small private community, and the best part for me is changing people's nicknames.
I used to do that a lot too.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, I mean honestly it is fun. The cost is your time and sanity, but other than that, like it's pretty easy. Honestly, I haven't checked in with the Reddit in like a week.
How does moderating Reddit compare to Discord?
Well, I don't browse the threads like I should. I do respond to like mod mail mostly.
Okay.
So it's basically, oh hey, I have a notification. Let's see what this is about. You can't say that. Delete.
Okay. Interesting.
Or ban.
Yeah.
We've had to ban a lot of people off the subreddit in the past couple months.
So how involved with the Bionicle community would you say you are?
At the current level, not as much as I used to be, but I think I've had a pretty sizable impact on the community at large. And that's just how I think it is. I'm not exactly sure how my like public image is. I know I've joined servers and seen my own screenshots and announcements, and that's very funny.
Are you concerned with your public image at all?
Nah, I'm just me.
That's good. What sort of communities are you a regular in?
That's a can of worms. Outside of Bionicle, I'm into Fallout. I'm in most of the big Fallout modding spaces. I'm in Gundam stuff. I'm a moderator of the Gundam Breaker Discord, which is I think like 4,000 people maybe, I'm not sure. I don't really do YouTube Discords that much. It's mainly just Fallout modding, Bionicle, Gundam, and other miscellaneous games like Pokemon.
Okay. Now here's a silly question. You seem to moderate quite a few communities. Do you put that on your resume?
I mean, I can. I don't.
Okay.
If I was going for like a social media manager or something, for like a content creator or something that required social media presence, I probably would. Because it is something to say, oh hey, yeah, I also do XYZ, and then this is a 60,000 subreddit I manage. I can make it look good, it's just I don't use it.
That's fair. The only reason I ask is because like I've been running a small server just for some friends, and it's been a little rockier than I expected, I guess. Just with like clashing personalities and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's something they don't tell you, is when you own your own server, you have to deal with the people in the server, you know?
Yeah, it's like genuine conflict resolution skills that I'm building.
Yes.
I'd put that on a resume.
You build that, you build the ability to like, not sense danger, but like, sense when people are going to kind of be a problem. Especially if they're like real confrontational or they're really passionate about one certain thing, which in our community is very common due to like, the whole autism stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just get like a sense of how to deal with things. And I think that through the years of me moderating and dealing with people who are much larger than I am in the space, you pick up a few things.
Yeah, it is an interesting perspective to hear from like a moderator, because I know moderators get a very bad rep like everywhere.
Yeah, I know my rep as a moderator is pretty not great, but it's also very funny.
I find like moderators to be kind of like a necessary evil. Like nobody wants authority.
Nobody wants a moderator. Yeah, no one wants a moderator. No one wants like you want to be free in your own space. I get that.
But there is a limit to, making sure something like a community functions.
Yeah, you have to make sure the community exists and isn't just spamming Optimus Prime memes every 5 minutes.
Yeah, I guess depends on the community.
Depends on the community.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of the community, what's your opinion on the Bionicle community these days?
If you want my honest opinion, I think we're in the healthiest spot we've been in like a decade.
Why do you say that?
Well, a decade ago, all the like leaders of the communities weren't really talking to each other. Everyone was just running around doing their own thing and then being like aggressive or passive aggressive. Now most community leaders are talking to each other and just figuring things out with each other. We have the least drama right now, I think, that we've had.
That's crazy.
Oh God, no! 10 years ago, it was the Wild West. It was like I was beefing with LJ and all that. It was a crazy time. But now I think we're the calmest that we've been, and it doesn't really look like that if you take a look in the server. But this is them being like behaved somehow.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wasn't around 10 years ago. I was in my like dark age. I wasn't involved with the community at all. And I was on BZ Power like when I was like 12, but I didn't really engage with the community much because I was like young and didn't really know what I was doing. But
I mean, hey, can't say most of us know what we're doing now.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. But I mean, like, I feel like I've gotten more adept at like social media and like finding the pulse of the communities and stuff,
Oh yeah, no, I think I wouldn't say it's rewarding to be a part of the community as my position as a moderator and like a community leader, but it is definitely fun and interesting.
That's good. That's something.
It's something.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, my only, like, real knowledge of the community is, like, the last 5 years, and, like, half of those were, like, only on mass posting, and maybe the Bionicle subreddit.
Oh, God. I know mass posting's, like, gone to shit.
It was very chaotic, but I also, like, I feel like there was a lot of, like, strong good voices in there. Like, more good voices than bad voices.
Yeah, I can say that, and then most of the good voices, like, migrate on somewhere else, but the bad voices just kind of linger.
Yeah, I mean, that's just Facebook in a nutshell.
Kids don't use Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. What's one thing about the community that you love?
Honestly, it's the ingenuity. I'm friends with a bunch of, like, actual builders. So just seeing the ways that, like, people like Cracker, how they use parts is insane to me.
Kraken bonks?
I think it just goes by Cracker.
That's wild.
And MySpace. Yeah, it's Kraken Bonks. Kraken Bonks, yeah. Yeah, him.
Okay.
I knew him by Cracker first. I'm just saying. I've known him for a long time. And then people like Kodiak and hell, even like Hulk is really good with mocks.
What spaces are they in?
I have a private server with a bunch of friends from my Bionicle days, and we all talk. But they're mostly in Lego focus groups.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Hulk does not ring a bell for me.
He's one of the admins, sir.
Oh, well, I don't know all the admins. What is this, Reddit or the Spherus?
This is both.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you're fine.
Are you a mock maker yourself?
Yes, actually. Believe it or not. I have 67 Mahari Torn right here. Outside of that, no, I do have a bunch of Toa I've made. I know one of my more popular pieces is a mock called Long Brick Johnson.
Okay.
God, that was like 3 years ago, damn.
Have you been mocking lately, or not so much?
No, my creative juices have been like focused at Bethesda for a little bit too long.
That's fair. Of the mocks you have made in the past, which would you consider your personal favorites?
I made a Snake Rockshi Man, and I'm pretty fond of that.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, I used to mock pretty prevalently. I just kind of stopped in more recent years.
That's fair.
What about you?
What do you mean?
Like, do you mock?
Oh, totally. I mock every Sunday. It's like
every Sunday.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's like a ritual. It's like I sit on the floor with my little boxes and my pile, and I listen to a podcast and build something. It's just a relaxing way to like ease into Monday and get rid of the Sunday scaries.
I get that, yeah.
Are there other mocks from other creators in the community you've liked recently?
Recently, I'd have to say one of my favorite mocks is probably Kraken's, like, I can't describe what it looks like, but it's the one that has like the red head with the green eyes, and then it's like a black body with a cape.
Okay.
Whatever the hell that thing is. I'll send you a picture of it. I'm looking at it right now. I can't describe it. It's stuff like this, and probably stuff from Masterpiece is probably pretty good too. I've seen recently.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool use of the old Technic like slicer pieces.
Oh yeah, like I said, Clack and Bonks is a great mockist.
I've already gotten a request to interview him, so maybe that'll happen someday.
Outside of Crack and Bonk stuff, the community lately, I think there was like Hitatsune Miku that looked interesting because it was all like CCBS bones.
Yeah, there was a whole Miku themed collab on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I don't use Instagram, so I don't see that part of the community, unfortunately. Fair. It's something I've been meaning to get on. I just haven't had time, you know?
Yeah.
Other than that, no, I can't say that's it. That's the only things I've seen in recent memory that have like stuck out.
Yeah, that's fair.
Most of the subreddit mocks I see are pretty, no offense to them, low effort, and they don't really click. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. If you could choose any creator to make a variation of one of your mocks, who would you choose?
God, that's a question. Balnam, maybe? As like an OG pick? That's the first thing that comes off my mind.
Sorry, who?
Balnam, the guy who owns the prototype dark blue Matau.
Is it Balam Nom Nom?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, okay.
So, listen, I haven't talked about these people in years. Cut me some slack.
Oh, no, you just said it pretty fast. I was just making sure it was the right name.
Yeah, Balnam Nom Nom.
Okay. Yeah, they got some crazy mocks.
Fun fact, I'm the only person who owns a full set of Pearl Gold Knight's Kingdom armor.
That's epic. Is that like a rare thing or something?
Yes, it is super rare. It is short printed from the time when you could get the Dark Pearl Kakan and the Pearl Gold, whatever that Visorak is called. Yeah. The Queen Visorak shell.
Okay, interesting. Like the transition period, I guess.
Yeah, when they switched over.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting to know that they stopped doing it with copper as well, so there's a decent chance more exists. But only right now, I'm the only one who has the shins, the shoulders, the crown, and all that.
Have you stuck those on a mock, or are they just in like a display
case? Oh, yeah. oh, yeah. No, they're on my Flex mock with my Pro Gold Con. It's my version of, I think, Gaki. I found the shoulders in a local pick-a-brick, and I found the shins on a random Mercari lot.
That's awesome.
Outside of my $30 Pearl Gold Rakan, that's probably my rarest parts.
Do you have any idea of the value of those?
Oh, God, I couldn't even tell you. In modern terms, I'd probably say a couple $100.
Damn.
But outside of that, I'm someone who believes that Bionicle pieces shouldn't cost, $1 billion,
Mm-hmm.
So obviously I'm not a big fan of people like Set You Up or scalpers in the community.
Yeah.
I hope more get found in like a warehouse somewhere and then everyone can have them. And I hope that resin printers start resin printing these like en masse.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm looking on Bricklink and they seem relatively reasonable. Like some people are like gouging for them, but like
they say they're Pearl Gold, but usually they're copper.
Oh, interesting.
So when you buy them off of Bricklink, you never get Pearl Gold. It's people miscoloring.
That sucks. I see.
Trust me, I've bought enough of them to try to find more shoulders. I'm just sending you some more pictures of mocks I've made.
Okay.
They're not the highest quality, but they're things I've done.
They're fun. Do they have like a name?
No.
Okay, yeah.
They're just random villain in my headcanon number 35.
Okay. I used to hate naming mocks.
I just didn't. I stopped doing it when I was an adult. I just wanted to build things that are fun.
That's fair.
Why the Mahari Torn were so easy, because they were just based off people I knew.
That makes sense, yeah. When you built more, did you participate in any collabs?
No, but I talked to a lot of people who were doing it at the time. I was talking to Double a lot. I was talking to _Double.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to just people like that. I wasn't participating, but I was in the conversation for some of those things.
Like how so?
I mean, I was helping some of them just go through the mock process.
Oh, okay.
You just gotta talk to people. Outside of that, no, I didn't really do collabs. If there was a Mahari Torn collab, I'd be on that shit.
You should start one.
Hey, it's not a bad idea. Unfortunately, I think I have most of the Hortica chests on the East Coast right now.
That's funny.
I didn't mean to, it just happened.
What's your favorite Bionicle related memory?
I found a Brutaka for $6 in a dying toy store when I was 11.
What year was that?
Oh god, like 2008?
Okay.
2007, 2008.
That's pretty sweet.
It was in like a mall. What's the most cursed thing you've done to a Bionicle piece?
I'm
going somewhere with this. Believe me.
Okay. I'm interested. I don't know. I mean, like, I'm a big mouth user when I mock. Like, I'll stick pieces in my mouth, or I'll use my mouth to, like, separate pieces. So, just, like, pieces in my mouth is all I can really think of.
I'm gonna show you this, and I want you to just think about it for a second. Think about the implication.
Cut?
Yes.
Yes.
Cut off the Nakama, tendon.
That's a fun use, though.
Yeah, it's a fun use. I don't recommend it, but also it makes the best axe, I think, out of any of the Technic pieces.
Yeah, I know cutting pieces is very controversial in the community. I used to think it was really bad, but now I don't really care, because it's like, it's your toys, so whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's your shit. Do whatever you want to it.
Yeah. You heard it here. Bonk Spotlight endorses cutting pieces. Fuck yeah. Okay.
just don't dye your fucking cows anymore. Get a resin print.
Yeah, whatever. A lot of people paint their masks. That's fine too. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. Here's a picture of that jungle Zyglok I was talking about. I just found it.
Ah, cool. Is that piece from Karzani?
That piece is from Karzani, yes. Karzani died for this.
Did you own Karzani, or is it just a Bricklink order?
No, I found a Karzani without the Matoran, I think, is what happened.
Oh, okay.
My current white whale is the dark blue Ruru.
Do you have any of the, custom ones?
Oh, no, I have a bunch of custom masks.
Oh, okay.
Don't get me wrong. Soccer ball drops are great. I have a bunch of the purple ones right now.
Oh, I meant, do you have a custom blue Ruru?
No, I don't. It's one of those things I've meant to do. I just didn't. I could probably get, Zeodyne or something to make one.
I'd recommend Buryu, because, I got my blue Ruru from him, and it looks, really close.
Oh, yeah, Buryu is great, too. I forgot about him. There's too many people in this community. That's the problem.
Too much talent. That's
too much talent in one place.
A good problem to have.
It sure is.
Do you have any favorite memories specifically related to the community?
To the community?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna sound catty, but that time Kahi got roasted in r/general.
Who is Kahi?
He is a former TTV member.
What's the lore?
Basically, he had LJ kicked out of TTV, and he's a creep. And he decided to try to proposition himself to the community, to this community specifically, Reddit, and he just got fucking lambasted, and it was really fucking funny. I think the Rose of Kahi is still pinned in general. Yeah, okay. It's a very funny thing.
Important piece of history.
Yeah. Other than that, that time LJ thought I was lagging when we played Halo, and he just rage quit. That's a good one.
Wow.
Look, you learn lockout. If you don't know lockout, that's your problem.
Yeah. Are there any communities or creators or friends, people who inspire you that you'd like to shout out?
Who would I like to shout out? Damn. I mean, I've shouted out Crack and Bonks, obviously. People who aren't exactly active in the community, but I like to shout out Bone. He's an old member of Serious Reddit that isn't there anymore. He does good mock stuff. I'd like to shout out Donnie. I'd like to shout out Kodiak. All of my r/homies. And Skello. Skello is great. We have to love Skello.
Okay. Do you have any upcoming, I guess, maybe not mocks, but things you're up to that you're excited about?
I'm excited about modding Oblivion. Unfortunately. It's a weird beast of a game.
I saw a post on the game subreddit recently that was basically saying, Oblivion is not getting official mod support, but its modding is based on, the original game or something?
Yes, it's UE5 wearing Oblivion's bones. It's very strange. I mean, I'm all for it. It's super easy to mod already. The script extender's already out.
People work fast.
Listen, when that modding autism hits, it hits. Outside of that, I'm looking forward to a couple of collaborations with friends coming out. I work a lot with some of the big animators for Fallout, like your Hitman and people like that.
I bet there's a
So
pretty good crossover of Bionicle people with Fallout people.
you'd be surprised, actually. It's not that big. Like there isn't a lot of crossover with like the fans of it, but with like creators, it's a different kind of race there.
Yeah, so maybe two people who listen to this will know who those people you mentioned are, because I sure don't.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, Hitman's like one of the biggest people in Fallout, especially New Vegas right now. He does like all the good animations.
That's cool.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for like this year's Bionicle Day. I haven't decided if I'm taking part in it yet. It just depends on what I can provide for it. And outside of haha funny Reddit man, I don't know what I could provide.
The Mari collab.
Oh,
the Mari Matoran collab for Bionicle Day.
There we go. Yeah, doing my work for me. I'm excited to see how this year's collaboration goes, and I'm excited to see what else comes out of the community this year.
That's cool. Other than Bionicle and Bethesda, do you have any other hobbies?
I build model kits of Gundam. I mod consoles a lot. I'm a big video game enthusiast. Things that aren't like game related, I collect firearms. I'm really an outside person right now. I play a lot of board games too. I have a big tabletop collection right now as well. Not involved in those communities per se, but it's just stuff I do on the side.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite firearm to use?
My favorite firearm is a 92 FS Beretta. I own a custom 92 right now.
Is that a pistol?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It is my everyday carry. I love it.
That's cool. Are you in like an open carry state or something?
I'm in an open carry state, but I have a concealed carry.
Ah, I see. I'm in Canada, so this is all like magic.
This is. I mean, I will say there's a lot of people in this country that should not own firearms. That's a given. Bionicle fans are one of those things.
That's hilarious. I've actually always been obsessed with guns for some reason, like probably ever since I started playing like Call of Duty as a child. Like,
that's how it starts.
It's just like, I don't know, they're very fascinating to me, like not in the way that they could kill people or like, cause conflict.
Just how they work.
Just how they work. Like projectiles are fun. Like I feel like that probably came from Bionicle because there was always a new projectile coming out. Probably excited me most.
Stop resisting rips for a Tuca launcher.
But yeah, like in 2023 was the first time I fired a real gun. I went to like a shooting range in Halifax, and I fired like a pistol, revolver, a shotgun, like a sniper, and like a shotgun. I said shotgun twice, but whatever. It was really fun. Like if it was like easier to acquire stuff in Canada, I would probably also collect firearms.
I mean, it's a fun hobby. I think everyone should at least fire a gun once in their life just to do it because it's exhilarating.
Yeah.
I wish we were in a world where you didn't have to carry them and didn't need them. That's the ideal world, but here we are.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought like the bigger guns would be more fun, but I actually enjoyed the pistol the most because it was the most satisfying like feeling.
Oh yeah, they're the easiest to handle. They're not cumbersome. I'm with you on that one. Shotguns are big. They're pretty fun to shoot too, though.
Yeah, the oomph of the shotgun and just watching the target like vaporize was awesome. But if I got to do it again, I would go for just a pistol.
Very fun hobby.
Mm-hmm. Expensive,
very
probably.
Expensive. That's why I'm not out here buying guns right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not in this market. On that topic, like COVID ruined so many hobbyist fields.
Yeah, I mean it's only getting worse with the fucking president right now.
We're not talking politics, but no, yeah, you're right.
I just mean the tariffs. It's like putting small companies out of business, which just sucks.
It's literally the stupidest thing anyone could do in the history of being stupid.
Exactly.
It's like we did this a century ago and we saw what happened.
It's like literally like politics aside, like you don't have to be one side or another to realize this is a stupid idea. But anyway.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. But no, he's an idiot.
Yeah. Are there any like community members you'd be interested in hearing on the podcast in the future?
Maybe this is punching up, but like Duckbricks would probably do it if you can get a hold of him. You could talk to the Team Kanohi guys.
I've talked to Duckbricks before. I did a spotlight on him, like, well, text. I still do, but I don't as much anymore. Just like text-based, like magazine style features, and I talked to him for that. He was pretty cool. I'm
trying to think of like deep pulls here. Petrus from RSG, I believe, is also another one that would be good because I don't think that you've heard from any of those guys yet. I haven't looked at your shit, unfortunately. I'd say maybe King Sidorak. I think that could be interesting. probably Vakiti would hear you out. He's in charge of Bionicle Day and Lightstone. That's what I thought. Yeah,
Okay.
Beaver House guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he reached out to me actually asking if I wanted to do something for Bionicle Day, and I was like, I'll think about it, but like at this point, I don't know. Too lazy.
Hey man, preach to the choir. I'm in that same boat. I got too much stuff going on anyway, but I'd like to participate this year, I think.
That's good. I usually do like collabs that align with the day, but not like anything official.
Yeah, I like doing that too. I think last year I played Bionicle the game on the stage in Spheres Reddit.
That's fun.
We'll never play that game again. That's such a bad game.
It's very janky, but I liked it as a kid.
If I played it as a kid, I'd probably like it more, but I didn't.
Yeah, exactly. That's about the end of the interview there. Did you have any questions for me?
What caused you to get into interviewing?
That's quite a journey.
Sorry to hit you with the deep ones. But
no, it's a good question. So I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life in high school. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do after high school. And I was working at McDonald's at the time. And one of my managers, who was a really chill dude, was studying journalism in college. And he's like, you should go into journalism. It's like really fun. It's like rewarding or whatever. It's cool. So I was like, okay, I'm good at English, or like not as bad as English as like math and science. So I went into journalism at a university in Ottawa. I moved from my hometown. I'm still here. But yeah, I got into journalism. My first year in journalism, the professors were like, journalism is dying. And then, no. Yeah, like that's all I heard throughout my program. It was like, if you like money and free time, don't be a journalist. Thankfully, the program I was in was fairly prestigious as far as like getting into communications jobs. Like, it was well recognized. So I got into communications professionally, which is like way better, like way more personal time, like more money, way less stress. It's like, it's very nice. But I find myself still having like an interest in journalism, like not actual like important journalism, because like even when I interned at like newspapers, I would most enjoy human interest stories, just like listening to people talk about their interests or like things they were doing in the community, just like down to earth stuff. So like starting Bonk Spotlight was kind of me realizing like I can use this skill set to just like talk to Bionicle people and like talk about my favorite hobby and just have fun, you know?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a good hobby to have, and then you get to know people and get to understand like how people behind the screen work.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like, there's a big difference between like seeing someone on social media and like talking to them via text and like actually talking to them over voice. Like, it's a huge difference.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I think it like, I don't know how to put it. Like, I don't know how to put it in like a nice way.
It humanizes them.
Yeah, it humanizes them. Like, for some reason, I have this bad habit of, like, putting people on a pedestal in my mind, whether it's because they make great mocks or because they edit well or because they have a lot of followers or what. But, like, I have this mental image of someone, but when I talk to them, I'm like, oh, they're really chill. They're just a goober, you know?
Oh yeah. No, I'm really chill. And I'm glad. I like that you do this. I used to do something similar, maybe like a year or two ago, with interviewing people on the soapbox here in the Spheres Reddit Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I only stopped doing it because honestly, I got bored and distracted.
That's fair. I don't know if I could do that, like do it live with like an audience. That would freak me out too much. I like having like editorial control.
I understand that, but I don't know. That's kind of the best way I work, is just off the cuff.
Yeah, that's fair. Is there anything else you'd like to include?
No, I think that's it. I think that's everything I need to say.
Cool. Well, that was a good chat.
Oh yeah, I appreciate you hearing me out.
Oh, no worries. Glad to have you on. I hope you enjoyed my discussion with Arc. If there's a Bionicle community member you'd like to see featured, give a shout to @BonkSpotlight on Instagram. And that's it for today's episode. Have a bonkin' good day.